Oh, Hunter Biden, you done messed up this time, buddy. This is what happens when you smoke meth through a crack pipe. Fucking jackass.
Get a job, be a slave, pay your taxes, what the fuck?
Fucking Hunter Biden, man. This should be the biggest news cycle anywhere right now, but you're not going to hear it anywhere because social media is actively censoring, banning, and shadow banning conservative accounts. They don't want you to hear about this, and not because this shit isn't true, because it is. They just don't want you to hear about it. And if you don't think it's scary that social media and all these big tech giants are censoring what you can hear and what you can't hear, well, you didn't get the memo. You're not worthy. So I thought what we'd do is we'd start with a little backstory on Hunter Biden. Did you know that Hunter Biden was caught having an affair with his deceased brother's wife? Hunter Biden, pillar of the community. Hunter Biden was discharged from the U.S. Army for, get this, cocaine use. Saw that coming, didn't you? Hunter Biden even once returned a rental car that had crack pipe and drug paraphernalia in it. But in the drug paraphernalia, he even left one of his business cards. Fuck, this guy is mad, man. Hunter Biden's obvious crack addiction has become a real issue for Daddy Joe. And I'm not putting this guy down for his addictions, because seriously, he needs some help. But myself, I do not have confidence with this cockfuck flying around the world on Air Force Two, doing personal business for himself and Daddy Joe. So the story goes is that Hunter Biden dropped off his laptop to get repaired, and he forgot it, drugged out rich guy. Apparently the owner even sent messages to him to come pick it up, but he got no response from HighPipe Hunter. Seriously, do you really believe that this was some big Russian government conspiracy to frame Joe Biden? Or is it easier to believe that Joe Biden's son is an addict and he fucked up? And if the laptop is fake, then why in the hell would Biden's lawyers demand that Hunter Biden's laptop be returned to him from the shop that it was being repaired at? Because it's fake, right? This dumbass messed up so bad that he actually proved that there was collusion in Ukraine by guess who? Yeah, his daddy, Joe Biden. Joe on live TV even admitted that he told the Ukraine government that if they didn't fire the prosecutor that was investigating Barishna and the company that his son was working for, that they wouldn't get their $1 billion in aid. So guess what? Yeah, the prosecutor got fired. Hunter Biden, the addict, was paid like 80 grand a month to work for an energy company that he knew nothing about energy, and he knew no Ukraine at all, but it was paid $80,000 a month to work for this company. Yeah, that sounds legit to me. Now, the laptop that this jackass forgot to pick up actually shows and proves that Joe Biden was profiting from his position as vice president, using his son as the front, making millions and millions of dollars on the side. Just 2 weeks ago, it was proven that Hunter got something like $8 million from the wife of a Russian mayor. Look, comrade, that seems to be your Russian collusion right there too, right? The crimes of the Democrats and everything that they tried to do and impeach Donald Trump with, they've got proof that Joe Biden actually did this. So let's get some trials going, all right? Except there is a big difference between the two. There's actual proof that proves that Joe Biden interfered and colluded with getting a prosecutor fired in Ukraine. One more time, just in case you weren't paying attention, any of you fucking commie lefties out there. The same prosecutor that was investigating Hunter Biden's company that he worked for, Barishna, that was under investigation for corruption, Joe Biden asked the Ukraine government to fire the prosecutor, and the prosecutor was fired. That's collusion. That's fucking collusion. At the same time, it also shows that he had meetings with Barishna asking for Joe Biden's aid in this matter. That's your collusion. Isn't it ironic that Hunter Biden, nor Joe Biden, nor anybody in the campaign is actually questioning the validity of what's contained in this laptop? The fact is that they're actually making several attempts to get the laptop back. So that should tell you right there that shit's all real. And nobody's disputing these facts. Nobody. The only people that are disputing these is these fucking idiots on fucking social, on the talking heads on the media. Oh, Russian collusion, Adam Schiff, Nancy Pelosi. It's the Russians. The Russians are coming. Seriously, man. The Russian conspiracy again. Does anybody still believes anything that comes out of CNN, ABC, MSNBC, The View, and even some of that fucking shit on Fox now? Look, and if you do, I don't know what to say to you. Seriously, I got nothing at this point. But you want to know what I find particularly disturbing and insulting is that the media and the Democrats will try to push Russia on us again, even though the director of the American Intelligence Agency said there's absolutely no proof that Russia had anything to do with this. Seriously, it's just insulting that they think that we're that stupid and we're going to fall for this bullshit again. But apparently, some of you did. Yeah, some of you think it was the Oompa Loompas. I can't even quote on that one. Look, fuckers, over the last 47 years, you can pull up tons of video of footage of Joe Biden saying some really crappy shit about black people, minorities. And if you use the same ladder that you scale this with Donald Trump, then Joe Biden is a super racist in his own words. Look, black and minority communities have been decimated for decades by liberal politics, and they really do need help. But they're not going to get it from Joe Biden, and they're not going to get it from the Democrats. For the last 47 years, Joe Biden's been telling everybody that'll listen that he's going to make things better, but he hasn't. But don't worry, creepy old senile Joe's going to make it all better now because now's the right time. Before, it wasn't the right time. Yeah, you know how that works, right? Couldn't do that shit before. It's got to be now. It's got to be now. It's got to be now. For the last 47 years, Joe Biden has been a corrupt establishment politician, the same establishment that Antifa and BLM claim to be fighting. That's a pretty funny fucking fact for you, isn't it? In the last 47 days, we've come to realize that Joe Biden does not believe all women and that the Democrats do not believe Tyra Reid. Further proof of their hypocrisy. In the last 47 days, we've seen Joe Biden lie that he does not support the Green New Deal, but clearly endorses it on his website. In the last 47 days, we've heard that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will not ban fracking, but have said it several times at town halls and in interviews. So clearly they're going to ban fracking. I mean, can you believe anything these fuckers say at this point? In the last 47 days, we've seen Joe Biden make outlandish statements about black people and refuse to call out Antifa or BLM violence. In the last 47 days, we've seen a stick man, a front guy, a frail, mentally unfit man being pushed forward by the Democratic Party as a last-ditch effort. In my opinion, the Democratic Party should be charged with elder abuse. And I'm not kidding on this. Did you see this fucking guy? He shouldn't be out there, man. He should be taking a nap in bed with his teddy. In the last 47 days, what have we actually heard about the Democrats' presidential platform? And how do they plan to build back better? Because apparently the average voter is not worthy of that information until after the election. You get that? He's even said it. You don't get that information until after the election. We're not worthy. In the last 47 days, we've learned that Joe Biden allowed his son, Hunter Biden, to be flown around the world in Air Force Two for personal business for the Biden family. In the last 47 hours, we have now been provided proof to show that creepy, corrupt Joe Biden is and always was the Ukraine corruption and collusion. In the last 47 hours, we've witnessed Big Tech actively censor the truth about Hunter Biden's emails and actively censor conservative voices. Actively conservating oh my God, their voice, like this is, I can't even get how people aren't even more pissed off. If they can do it to the New York Post, if they can do it to Donald Trump, if they can do it to his press secretary, if they can do it to all these high-ass people, you and me, these little fucks, we mean nothing, man. In the last 47 minutes, we've discovered that Joe Biden is actually hiding in his basement, avoiding this bombshell news story, avoiding any questions about Hunter Biden's laptop that ties him directly to Ukraine corruption. Look, Joe Biden is the establishment that you say that you're fighting. Yet you prop up the seedy, creepy politician without even acknowledging his racist and very corrupt past. Blindly following an ideology and agreeing with things that you know are not true does not make you a hero. It makes you a willing puppet for hypocrisy. Continuing to accept the media and democratic lie after lie with absolutely no proof does not make you a hero either. It makes you an information idiot. What I find especially disturbing is that those on the left are so unwilling to hear anything that differs from their authoritative truth or ideology. This complete unwillingness to engage in civil conversation about important issues that affect us all, this incessant need to violently force your ideology does not make you a good person. Fighting for a cause based on lies does not make you a warrior. No, violently forcing your lies and ideology on someone makes you a fucking stormtrooper. That's what it makes you. You cannot claim to be morally superior when you constantly spew lie after lie while you're burning the world down in racial harmony. And I keep getting DMs from people all the time say, hey man, you're hitting the left awfully fucking hard right now. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. First, I'm going to tell you to fuck off. Second, I'm going to tell you because the right's not burning the world down. And when the right starts burning the world down, if they ever start burning the world down, you know I'll be going after them as well. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck what side you're on. I don't give a fuck what color Kool-Aid you drink. What's happening right now isn't right. And if you can't call out the wrong of the party that you're following, well, then you're a hypocrite. Well, that's it for me. I'm Sean Strife. Click that like button, hit that notification bell, smash the shit out of that subscribe button, and join me next time where we're going to talk about more shit that we're not supposed to talk about. That's right. You heard me. I said smash that subscribe channel.